All right, well, Norman, you are our first big Meals in the Field winner, and you were telling me you were a little surprised because you said you've never really won anything.
No, I can't win a farm hat at a meeting. So we feel lucky that you're here, and thanks for coming.
You're very welcome. Just tell us a little bit about how you got into farming, because you've been around it for quite a while.
Yeah, I've been around here for 79 years, I guess, and always wanted to be a farmer, so I grew up on a farm. And then I took my degree in agriculture, make sure I knew how to farm. And then I worked for Manitoba Sugar Company for 11 years, so I'm well known to the listening area here in the sugar beet days. And then after that I got into farming about 1979. We started full-time farming.
Very nice. And how has the farm changed over the years since '79? Obviously, you've added a few pieces here and there.
Oh yeah, it has changed a lot. Maybe the biggest change was this technology. Like went to GPS, no more markers.
So what have you enjoyed the most about farming all these years? Like you said, you've been around it for decades, so there's got to be some things that have kept you coming in every day.
Well, I was enthused about a crop called corn. You put a kernel in the ground about the size of your little finger, the nail on your little finger, and you got this huge plant coming out. It's a 13-foot high plant. That just turned my crank. Yeah. So I love growing corn.
Right on. So Philip, just talk a little bit about your involvement in the farm now. How did you get involved? Like, was it from right out the gate, pun intended?
I guess, yeah, with the cattle and everything on the farm and growing up right beside everything, yeah, you just learned as you went and somehow found a spot to get involved, yeah.
Did you know from pretty early on that this is what you wanted to do, this was the life you wanted to have?
You know what, I don't really remember that, but yeah, I guess at an early age I decided I'll take my education and went to university and took the ag diploma and came back to the farm, worked off the farm for a little bit, and yeah, we had a few different options here. Like we had the cattle, we had the grain, we had the seed sales kind of thing, so there's a lot of variety which that I really liked.
Mm-hmm. Tell us about the farm as it is today. What does the operation entail?
So we're a cow-calf operation, which covers a little bit of our farm, and then the grain side covers the majority of the farm. And yeah, growing crops like corn, wheat, soybeans, canola, and gave rye a shot this year. So yep, it was good.
So obviously you're the son here, but you've got some kids that are involved too. What's it like having your kids involved on the farm with Grandpa? He's here too.
Yeah, like it's. I think it probably keeps both of us on the farm longer, and because you see the next generation coming up and they're learning, and you know, they're all involved with the cattle operation. They all got their own animals, so they're learning how to manage animals and manage their own money and stuff like that. It's really a good experience for everybody here.
Mm-hmm. What have you enjoyed the most about this lifestyle? Because I think a lot of people may not understand it. It's not just your job. When you farm, this is your life.
Yeah, it's you know, you get up in the morning and you're your own boss, and you look at what needs to be done and you decide what's a priority and what's not, and you get it done. And yeah, with this farm, it's good that way. You can get away and, you know, do your own thing. And also with the seed side of stuff, there's lots of involvement with customers, which some days you're craving that too. So you get a bit of everything here.
Well, I have to ask you how things are looking this year. It's no surprise, things are late. We got in a little bit late. How are you feeling about what you're seeing in your fields?
Yeah, we're feeling really good. After last year, it was a bit of a bummer year for us here, and so yeah, we got rye off. That was a good average crop, and got some canola off, and that's been above average. And looking at the wheat and the rest of the canola, the corn and the soybeans look phenomenal. So if we can get another month here, we'll be good.
Okay. Norman, we're going to give the last word to you. For all the folks that are out there, young farmers, you know, like Philip and maybe folks that might be a few years younger, what's your advice to those young guys and gals that are getting into this?
Oh, if you want to farm, just do it. It's a great lifestyle. You're your own boss. You could take some days off if it rains and don't feel guilty, but be prepared for hard work.
Yeah.